home isn't necessarily a place, it's more of a feeling. Today I want to give you a tour of our house, as well as a look at everything we own. I live here with my wife Abigail and our dog Charlie. I'm a minimalist, Abigail isn't, so this home is a compromise for both of us. Regardless, we both want this to be a place that feels peaceful, warm, and welcoming. The home has 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and is 844 square feet, or about 78 square meters. It was built in 1940. This certainly isn't our forever home. We co-own this property with my parents, and we plan to rent it out after we move out. Any improvements that have been made to the space have been done with that end in mind. We've made similar considerations with our furniture. For the most part, everything is secondhand because we don't know what furnishings our next home will require. Anyways, welcome to our home. When you come in the front door, you are immediately greeted by a little entryway area. This is a spot to hang our coats and put our shoes. These 2 little baskets up here, this one is for dog-related things, and this one is for human-related things, hats, gloves, that kind of thing. Got a couple hangers down here, and a spot for a few pairs of shoes. We also have a mirror behind the door. This corner of the living room can be pretty dark, and so we wanted to do something to counteract that. Welcome to the living room. This is the largest room in the house by far. It's actually awkwardly large, so we have it split into 2 parts. This part is for an actual living room area. We've got a TV and a couch and that kind of thing. On the TV console, we've got this old TV I bought off of Amazon years ago, as well as a soundbar. I much prefer the sound out of this than the one out of the TV, especially when we watch movies. We have a few knickknacks here, lots of plants, and this cool little lamp. We ended up getting this from a consignment store, so I'm sorry it's not on Amazon. Inside of this, Abby's got some craft things, as well as some messy cables that I didn't manage. She loves doing crafts during the winter, especially when there's nothing to do here in Wisconsin. Over on this side, we have just the subwoofer for the soundbar and a couple remotes. This little couch I bought off of Facebook Marketplace going on 6 years ago now for $75. The family was moving to England to go teach at Oxford University and was happy to give me their couch. It's not a great couch, we don't like it at all, but we don't want to buy a new one because we don't know how long we're going to be here. This is also a Facebook Marketplace table. It's been fine to put our feet on while we're watching movies, but not our favorite either. This is the largest wall in the living room, and we've filled it with a few things. Abigail loves plants, so we have a lot of plants. And there's this cool gigantic mirror, as well as a basket. This basket has some throw blankets in it. In classic guy style, I had absolutely no idea this had throw blankets in it until very recently, so now I know where the throw blankets are. We also have this cool standing lamp we bought new. It's from Target. We just like it a lot, and we'll take it into our next home. Over on this side is Abigail's office. She and I both work from home, and so this area is hers to do her work, and then I work in one of the spare bedrooms that I'll show you in a minute. Here are Charlie's most prized possessions, her toy bin. Both of our desks are from FlexiSpot. We both bought them out of our own money, but they've been great for us so far for the last year or so. She also has a filing cabinet for work-related things, a photo of us, which I think is super cute. I realize it's the only photo we have in the house. And then we've got a lamp, and that is the living room. Next up is the office. This is the only spot in the house I really have control of, and I have made it as minimal and Spartan as possible. Abigail did introduce a few plants. Basically, I just have my work stuff here. The top monitor is for color grading, it's color accurate, and then there's a work computer there. In the drawers next to it, I have a MacBook. That's a card reader that I use to transfer footage, a notebook, and a couple pens, and then some miscellaneous hard drives, the Theragun, which is one of my favorite things ever, a car charger and that kind of thing. Over on this side, I have one of the 2 closets in the house. This is where my wardrobe lives. I'm not going to show you that because I'll have a video about it coming up soon. Across the hall from that is our primary bedroom. We've got this little rubber duck narwhal that we put both of our wedding rings on. I don't know why we do this, it's just kind of fun. Over on my side of the bed, I've got a nightstand, and all I've got in there is a little coaster for my water bottle, whatever book I'm reading at the moment. Right now it's The More of Less by Joshua Becker. I did get this one from the library. And then the remote for the fan and my Apple Watch. I've been trying living without it just to see if I miss it, and it's been about a week and a half, and we'll see where we go from there. Underneath the bed is Charlie's bed, and then Abigail's side of the bed. She's got a little lamp, and as well as the thing she's reading. All of this stuff in here is Abigail's. I do have a drawer on the bottom left. We also have a little fan down there for noise while we sleep. And then Abigail gets the bigger closet. Of course, she needs it and deserves it. In between the two rooms is the bathroom. It's tiny, it's 4 by 8 feet. And so that's the widest shot I can get if I put the camera in the shower. And yep, there's a little sink. Ooh, I need to clean that, yikes. Inside, underneath, there are some cleaning supplies that we use for the bathroom, and then some extra things, soap, refills, etc. As well as a couple decorative shelves, and then whatever's in here, most of the stuff is Abigail's. I just know where my toothbrush is, the moisturizer, etc. Then we've got a standard shower, and that's a bathroom. Let's get out of there as fast as we can. Into the kitchen. These cabinets are original from 1940. We've repainted them. The doors don't really open or close that well, but hey, that's part of the process. I never show you guys this angle because I think this is the ugliest angle of the entire house, and so that's that. There's always dishes in the sink, so I thought I'd leave it to be realistic. And then we've got a month's supply of bananas there. I freeze them once they're ripe for smoothies. I thought I'd give you a quick tour of our cabinets. There's that one. Down here we've got our cooking supplies, microwave, toaster, blender, cleaning supplies on the left, recycling goes on the right. And then there's these 6 awkward drawers. They're not really the right size for anything, so we just kind of made it work. Here we got silverware, cooking utensils, some reusable bags, and a bag of bags. This is just a Wisconsin thing. And freezer bags, etc. in this drawer. And then there's this one, which is kitchen towels and whatnot. Here is our pantry, and then the other piece of pantry, and on the bottom there are some dog supplies. Oh yeah, here's our kitchen table. We can look out the back window and eat some bananas. Okay, on to the basement. So right at the bottom of the stairs, 2 steps down, is the back door to the house. This heads out to our backyard. We have a super sizable backyard here. It's nice. And then the actual stairs that go down to the basement. Over here is my filmmaking equipment. I run a video production company, so this is all work stuff for me. On the opposite side from that is where we store extra things. For any of you who have said that these shelves are going to fall over, you're probably right. These shelves house a bunch of different things that we probably don't need. Some of them are nice to haves. You've got Christmas supplies, Abigail's got a bin, you've got 2 things of event supplies, she's an event coordinator. This one's empty, and then a thing for nails, I guess. And then we've got some chairs for when people come over, as well as some lawn chairs, a bookshelf with a few books on it. And then over on the other side of the stairs, we have a not so pretty laundry area. It's functional, gets the job done. Cleaning supplies and spare paint for the house. This stuff needs to go to the recycling center, and then some spare food for Charlie. And then this is shameful. All of this needs to go on Facebook Marketplace or into the recycling bin this weekend. And finally, one of my prized possessions is my disc golf putting basket. I can practice down here during the winter when it is too cold and too snowy to do so outside. Thanks so much for coming along for our little somewhat minimalist home tour. Appreciate you being here, and we'll see you next week.